Hi, this is Noreen Nayar from Pop 17, live on our last day at CES. And what better way to end it than to have Mr. Jack Wayman, who is the founder of CES, talk to us about, the history behind this amazing show.
Well, the show is a great idea whose time came. We never had a show before because we only had a radio and a phonograph and a TV set. But in 1967, color came along. The Japanese made their invasion. They needed executives, they needed design, and we started the show in New York, and we had 100 exhibitors.
Wow.
We now have 3,000 exhibitors because the show kept up with the industry technology. We only had 17,000 attend. We'll have 150,000 at this show. So the show has really mirrored the advance of the technology of the industry. So of course, the show also, its mission was to bring together the people and the products of the industry. And that mission is still true today. What you saw is 150,000 trade only. This is not a public show. And it's the largest show in the world, of course, for technology.
Now, you've been here obviously from the start. What are some of the cool things you saw this year compared to other years?
Well, what we're seeing is convergence. Everything got smaller or it got bigger. Big screen TV got bigger. And then we saw from TV of throwing that picture around to your car, slinging it around, we call it, putting it in the iPod, or putting it in your smartphone. And then we saw an audio, hi-fi, the word has disappeared. We have an iPod or an MP3 player, and then we saw that it could be transferred to the car, out of your shirt pocket, could be transferred to the living room or the bedroom. Then we go over to communications. We had the old telephone, a cordless phone, and now we have the smartphone that it's like the Swiss Army jack, Swiss Army knife. It does about 10 things. It's a video, it's an audio, it's a smartphone, it's a GPS, it's an ebook reader. So we have converged these products to be very personal products. That's why everybody's electronics. It used to be our TV, our hi-fi. Now it's my TV, my radio, my telephone. So that is what has happened. The technology has made things get bigger for big screen, but also personal and more personal. And we think our products are going to bring really peace by communicating everybody in the world on a personal basis. And we have also exported democracy. We built up Japan with electronics. Now Korea is the #1. We're going to see China, probably the #3
Huawei.
technology center.
Right.
Huawei. So the show is our 70th show.
Wow.
But
Congratulations.
But it still mirrors the original mission of bringing people together, products together.
Thank you so much for your time. I just have a question. So, you've been, like you said, the history and so forth. So how much of your family is still involved in the choices of CES and CES?
Well, none of my family really, but I grew up in the business. I was at retail. I'm 90 years old. And
You look great, by the way.
I had 12 stores. And then I spent 10 years at the factory with RCA in sales. And I've headed the association, of course. I started 50 years ago today.
Congratulations. That's so great. That's really awesome.
And then the show started 10 years later.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Any last thoughts for people in San Francisco or wherever that come to?
Well, they say drink milk. I say use electronics.
Thanks a lot. And here we are, last day, live with the founder of CES himself, Mr. Wayman. Thank you for your time, sir.